What is up, everybody? Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Happy 4th of July. Hope everybody had a good, safe 4th. We are bringing to you the latest and greatest from Daiwa. It's the new Seaborg 1800, and this thing is packed with some new techniques and surprises that will actually let you guys go into more readily attain sword fishing with a less expensive reel. Talk about price first. Price is about $3,000. It's $29.99 plus tax and whatever's applicable in your area, which is not a bad price when you consider everything. Everything after this is starting around $5,000 to $6,000, $8,000, $10,000, depending on what you're looking at. The newest part that you see is this guy is obviously a lot larger than the 1200. What they've done is they've doubled the size of the motor that's inside here, and it's integrated into the spool system here, and they've allowed you to carry a lot more line clearance on here. So all those guys that were trying to get two buoy wind-ons on their old 1200s and do that properly, you're going to be able to do that on this new one. I know it carries about 1,700 yards of 80-pound. You know, it's way more than you'll need to sword fish around here. But that being said, you're going to cut a lot of space down with having some wind-ons on the inside of here. 130, this thing carries about 1,100 yards of 130 on there. All the tuna guys, you're running Mad Mac and sick of hand cranking all that stuff in. Bottom fishing, it's another great application for this newer one. You're looking, they're calling for about 110 pounds of drag. Steadily will put out about 80 pounds plus of drag without having any major issues. That's more than enough. You can pull the plug on the ocean on that, as far as I'm concerned. The newer functions on a lot of this guy, they've done a lot with the pickup. You've got obviously the only one that's going to count not in revolutions, but you're actually going to be able to count in feet on this one, and it's going to tell you specifically where you're at. Anytime we spool one of these in the store here, we plug them in, we program it for you with the line that you're putting on there to make sure that once you go out, you're as effective as possible. It's one of the only reels that allow you to do that. Most of the time the hookers with the auto stop function and all that is great, and they do have a line counter on them, but that counts in revolutions, so it requires a little bit more thought for you. The average guy doesn't spend enough time on the water to have to think about all that and know exactly, but this reel will do it. It also has the 2-speed function on here, so you can go into a higher speed if you need to. It's got some jigging functions as well, and that'll allow you to do quite a bit with it in terms of even maybe knife jigging, or if you're bottom fishing and you want to work some contour. It's a real good option for that as well. The cool part about this too is it comes with a remote. So if you're one of those guys that fishes by yourself a lot, or you fish and your one buddy you tend to bring most often that's readily available is got 2 left hands, well, you can operate the reel and operate the boat a little easier with a remote function on this also. The Seaborgs are going to power on 12 and 24 volts. So the big boat guys, your option, most of you might have plumbed for 24. This will operate off of 24 volt capacity. Smaller boat guys, obviously, sells you the piece. You can either alligator clip to that too, or you can install plugs and put it all into a plug system on there, extend your cord, or the lithium power sources a lot of guys use will also work with these too. But we'll give you a little look at the remote here. It's actually got quite a good function, easy to use. If you look on it right here, it's just got an easy toggle, just like you'd run the speed control lever on here. You're able to run that speed control lever as well. It's the same deal. It's got this, matches the buttons that are up at the top. You've got 3 options. You got the power button and everything like that, and then a way to enter the menu functions off the remote, which is really cool option to come with doesn't come with a lot of reels anymore. Some of the hookers you might get a remote on with 2 functions on it, but to be able to do what you can do with these now is really great. I haven't had a chance to use one, but I can't wait to get out there and give these guys a try. So along on the new Seaborg, so they've increased the drag as well as changed out their drag to a newer technology, which allows a smoother drag from the start of the fight all the way through to the end. Which is a really nice function to add onto these. Kind of dummy proofs the drags a lot for everybody. And occasionally when we're tired and out there, we could all use a little dummy proofing. The other side of the coin that they've really improved on these is the bearings on the inside. So Daiwa was known for their mag seal bearing product, which is phenomenal. It keeps your bearings lasting a lifetime almost. So they've improved all the bearings on here, and they've got the mag seal bearing technology with these, which will last 12 to 18 times longer than most of the bearings that you'd see in any other reel out there. And which, when you're paying the price you're paying for a reel like this, you really want that peace of mind that you're buying a good product, good quality product, and it's going to hold together for a long time for you. As far as I can tell, I'm looking at these. I haven't had a chance to use it, like I said, but it is a really great product, well made. It's going to pump out a lot of drag, and I think it's going to make a lot of our West Coast and East Coast customers happy. It's brought exactly what they've been asking for in a lot of reels, the bigger spool and the electric reels across the board. So you'll see this probably used for obviously a lot of the deep drops, but some of those guys that want bridge teasers and stuff to be able to run some 400 pound on, or have a big enough spool to run that and do bridge teasers with, this would be a great option. Again, accompanied with a Bluetooth remote. When you're running teasers like that, you really, I mean, you can't lose in this scenario. If you guys have any questions, we've got a few of these in stock already. We'd love to show you, we'd love to shop with you on them, show you how they can benefit you. Thanks again for watching, guys. It's been the Seaborg 1800. If you have any questions, call us here. Anybody at the customer service line can help you answer any questions on these. Come to the store, Newport and our Anaheim store. We'll have stock in these very soon. You want to get your hands on one of these, go to the website. You could also pre-order. Thanks again.